Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Duskers. It's been a few days since I last recorded. Parts 4, 5, and 6 were kind of recorded more or less right after each other. I was really in the mood to play Duskers and to try to get my skill level up a bit by playing this on my other computer and over here at the same time. Well, I guess not at the literal same time, but trying to play a few hours of the game so I can get used to things rather than play an hour, take a day or two off, play an hour, take a day or two off, because things would become a little more familiar to me if I invested a little more time into it initially. So now it's been like 3 or 4 days since I last played the game, and let's go ahead and get started with episode 7. So I think where we left off, we have just arrived in Proxima. Yes, and we just explored the Raging Tiger. And oh, I'm sorry, this is part 8. This is part 8. Part 7 supposed to be uploaded. And we've seen a few ships now where we've been told there's an enemy on the vessel, but we haven't seen anything. I think this has happened to us at least twice. So there must be some sort of spawning mechanic which occurs for some of the later creatures. We're getting lucky enough that maybe the way the ship is constructed and where we enter into the ship prohibits these creatures from spawning. I know that we're not going to get any creatures in the first room, and probably not in the room that's attached to it with the open door until we're a little ways into our current run. So maybe it's just that this is where the game decided to spawn the creatures, but it's like, oh crap, we can't spawn them here, so you get a ship with 2 infestation types, but none show up. Maybe that's what's happening. Or maybe we've seen some vents, and these vents actually spawn something, but I'm getting out of the ship before they have a chance to do so. Or maybe, again, that slow-moving blob that we haven't seen yet, we're getting out of the ships before they have a chance to spread and destroy my generator drone. So maybe we're getting lucky in that regard. Before we go any further, I quickly want to talk to you guys and thank you for the encouragement I've gotten in the past few videos. I really do appreciate it. I'm recording this part before part 7 goes up. Mike S., you've said back on part 6 that I shouldn't play games that I don't like, and Adorkable, you've said the same thing. And this is my attitude towards gaming as well. Is that if I don't like a game, I'm not gonna play it. I like Duskers, is the thing. The vast majority of this, well, is that right, the vast majority? Most of what I've seen so far in the game, I like. I'm not good at it, because it requires me acting in real time, but I still like the game. And again, I can apply that same, crap. What am I trying to say? I can apply the same concept to Rain World, another game that I really like. I'm just not good at it. But in this game, losing the schematic view, as I've mentioned before, oh, I don't like that at all. Like that is an instant wish they never put that in the game. If I knew that was going to happen, wouldn't have played the game, but we're gonna keep playing it for at least a little while longer. I'd like to make at least another 1 or maybe 2 attempts, maybe get 15 to 25 videos for Duskers, have a good feel for the game before I retire it, and maybe I'll get used to the schematic view glitching out on occasion. I know that, I think it was you, Daniel Silverstone, back in episode 5, and Petrification, you've mentioned this as well, that as I continue to use the same ship, the schematic view glitching will become more and more regular and last for a longer period of time. You have to switch ships, or you have to end up paying a scrap tax. I think it's if I go to modifications and I look at our ship, you see it's right here. Repair ship schematic view. So currently I can't do it. Oh well, we don't have 20 scrap anyway. But this would also allow me to keep playing the game with the same ship without it glitching out for another few missions before it would begin happening again. I really, really don't like that mechanic at all. That is such a huge turnoff for me for this game. It's like, okay, Tim, well, you really liked the schematic view. If you want to keep having fun playing the game, that's 20 scrap, and I'm not liking that idea very much. I guess I can appreciate it from a thematic point of view. That, okay, it's another system on the ship that breaks down. But then, like, do our ship engines break down? I don't think so. We don't have any problems with the fuel systems on our ship, as far as I'm aware. That will never happen. We'll never have a problem looking at where we can jump with that schematic view. That will always work. And so this just seems to be something that was tweaked in order to make the game more difficult. And that's fine too. I'm sure there's plenty of people who like it. But I know I really do not like it whatsoever. Okay, so our ship surveyor, which we haven't even used yet, I think we just got this off the last ship, was used in two missions prior, and it looks like our collector hasn't been used at all at the moment. Okay, that's fine. Oh, also, Pritification has mentioned that as I play through the game, I will eventually be swimming in scrap. And so, that's something that I haven't seen yet, but I've only just begun starting playing this game, so it's, I'm hoping to get to that point, but I'm not sure I'll be able to. I certainly hope I have so much scrap that it's not a concern. Okay, so what should we do? I've got 19 scrap, and I've got a few mods which are yellow in nature. Danielle Silverstone has mentioned that I seem to be getting really super unlucky with the sheer number of upgrades and modifications which are breaking when I use them once or what have you. I certainly feel that way. So, right now, however, okay, I'm looking at Turret, and I'm thinking Turret has been amazing, and I really don't want this to break down on me. So, I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to convert Prime to scrap. And we're going to repair Turret. Let's execute this for 7 scrap. Alright, there we go. So, now let's go back to our drones. Right, and we had upgraded Danny with extra speed, and Darth with extra speed. By the way, for your drones, I'm pretty sure it works kind of the same way, and that the more missions you bring these drones on, the greater chance that their video feed fades, and the longer length of time that it fades for. I think that unlike the schematic view, I think a drone's video signal might not be recoverable. Like, it might not flick back on the longer you use that drone. In other words, there could come a time when if I refuse to pay the 7 scrap tax to repair, for example, Darth's video feed, that Darth's video feed could cut out and never turn on again until I actually do that. So it's something to keep in mind. And we can see Lotaeri's video signal is also slowly beginning to fade. But right now, Lotaeri just tends to be the turret. So I don't really need his video feed restored at this time. Alright, so where are we going? We can go to a fuel depot. I wouldn't mind having more propulsion fuel. We still have 5 jumps left as well. We don't have a way to access a quarantine vessel, so that's going to stay there. Another fuel depot, another space station. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we will go to Preponderance, because it's a small fuel depot. There's 2 infestations on this. And then we can jump over to Fuel Depot D, another small one after that. And maybe we can get some propulsion fuel from these. And I'm not really interested in too much of anything else except for the propulsion fuel. So let's keep that in mind when I go over here. So let's travel to Preponderance. And let's board her. And everything's coming along. Let's go ahead and start. How do I start again? Is it space? Arrows, configure, close, rename drone. Escape. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Scanning. Inconclusive. Initial vessel report. Infestation types detected 2. Hull integrity medium. Age 247. Volatile. Name preponderance. Class fuel depot D. Directive refinery. Crew 4. Hold unknown. We found a communication. Leyland molecular assembler maintenance and guidance. Expected part per milliunits. We have food replicators 20,000 to 30,000 ppm. Medical support 15,000 to 20,000 ppm. Is that pressure? I think that's pressure. Engineering 40,000 to 50,000 ppm. Please ensure that you configure vessel to scan. Please ensure that you configure vessel scan to utilize the Holzhauer algorithm. Refer to section 4B. Any concerns or queries about the part per million count values should be directed towards your Leyland liaison officer. Jill. Reference molecular assembler counts acquired. Holzhauer algorithm integrated. Grey goo theory would posit an abnormally high quantity of molecular assemblers. Scanning vessel with a large populace could confirm or deny this and is recommended. Recommend course of action: scan all rooms on a Class A or B space station. Alright. I don't remember what my aliases are. I think it's start I want. Let's do that. So start. Newt R2. And I know this room should also be safe. We got a jump fuel, but no propulsion. Okay. Let's, probe. Yeah, another scan R2. Yep, we'll loot it. So we're gonna send our probe into R4. Actually, do I have an interface? I don't have an interface. There's a vent in that room. D8. Okay, we found an unpowered section of the ship. And nothing is over there either. So let's turn off D8, open D10, get our probe back in here, close A1, close D10. And if I want to explore R7, I think there's only one room left. You know, there might be something in there, but I think we just leave. Yeah, I think we're done. So, if we're leaving, Tim, that's nope. There's only one room left. I'm not quite sure what the odds would be that there is actually, say... I don't know what the odds are that there would be anything even useful in that one room. So we're done. Let's get out of here. Exit. So we gained 1 jet fuel and 4 pieces of scrap. Probe has ceased functioning. Okay. That's a shame, because that gives us extra... That gives us extra scrap whenever I was using it. There was always a chance it would. It was a high chance it could. Well, sorry, it wasn't a high chance. It was still a low chance at 22%, but it still broke. Alright then. So we didn't get any more propulsion fuel. If I jump here, this might be the last place we're jumping to, unless we get lucky and this one has propulsion fuel. Let's travel. Actually, we have enough propulsion left that I can make it to one of these locations. And if we go to a space station, I would need to scan every room. But without any probes, we can't do that. So we're here in the fuel depot D, and we're here for more fuel. So before we board, Bruno, we're going to have to take this out. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to give you mine. We could, I guess, give you a mine. It's just awkward for you to use them because you're our generator bot. So, no, we won't do that. And let me just double check. I don't think I can repair a module, an upgrade, once it's destroyed. Is that correct? Yeah, we cannot. Once it is ceased functioning, there is no repairing it. So you have to repair before it breaks. Alright, well, let's move on. So, let's board this vessel. And we're good to go. Initial vessel report. Scanning. Scrap found in room R2. Updating schematic. Infestation types detected. 1. Hull integrity, medium. Age, 225, volatile. Name, Whirlpool. Class, Fuel Depot D. Directive, refueling station. Crew, 8. Hold, refining materials. 20,418 communications. Oh, I'm sorry. We found a communication. Observation report. We're a little unsure how the rat got down there. Most probably an escapee from the lab. Something decomposition is isolated to the lower abdomen, but is inconsistent with the rest. Something remains. A seemingly foreign viscous material covering what may something initial wound. Inconsistent decomposition comparable to theoretical discussion in Grey Goo Theory Index. There have been some concerns regarding the molecular assemblers that something aboard the vessel. And with the rate of decomposition being so peculiar, I recommended immediate reports be sent to Leyland Corp. Something isn't right. Blah 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 blah, I fear. Then we need to do something garbled. Relevant to Grey Goo due to mention of Leyland and assemblers. Submitted as supplemental. Unable to determine course of action. Alright, well, let's get started. There's only one infestation aboard this vessel. I see a vent in that room up there. Darth, you have lore and gather, Danny? Okay. Oh, wow, there's no getting into that room unless I brave opening a door. We'll motion. I guess that's a good thing to motion. We'll scan R4 and R2. But if I'm going to motion, move Danny in a place where she won't block movement. Okay, something in R4 but not in R2. So let's open D8 and we'll newt R2. There's a generator up there if I want to power a different section of the ship. I don't know what we're fighting though, and I'm worried about those vents still. Let's open D7. We found the fuel. We found more scrap as well, and there's nothing else up here. What room is this? This is R6. New to R6. Oh, right. Okay, there we go. So there's something in R4. R4 is massive. Newt R6. We got propulsion fuel. We got a jump cell. We got some scrap. Okay, so let's navigate 4 to R1 and 3 to R... 4, 3, R1. We're going to navigate 1 to R5. Shut D7. And I'm going to pull this up because I have another alias I want. I'm going to call this one bait. Bait equals... navigate X to R lure. But since we're right here, we'll just drop a lure. Let's navigate 1 to R3. Shut D5. And we'll go ahead and open the 11. Let's also navigate 3 to R3. If it doesn't take it, it might be a bot. In which case, it's not interested in that lore whatsoever. Lores only attract living things. So, in which case, if I want to explore R4, that means setting up a turret. What's my status so far? Fuel depot. Oh, I can't see how much loot I currently have gathered. Okay. If I info, does that tell me? Info 1. Okay. It's gotta be... That has to be a security bot, would be my guess. Do I... If I destroy the bot, that will give us some scrap. So we could set up Lotaeri here and wait a while to see if the bot enters. I don't know. Or we just leave? We don't even bother using the turret? What is it? That's Overwatch. I don't want to use a sensor, so we'll just say watch. Okay, so let's shut the 11, and we will watch D10. And we'll just wait a bit. Lotaeri and Bruno are in the way now, so we can't really... Oh no! Turret, please. I'd have to sucker the creature up here using a different drone. Okay, it's a bot. And it's not moving. I don't think I can grab that scrap without it activating. Let me see if I can get its attention. Okay, maybe we can just do this. So let's shut D10. We'll So I activate our turret and we didn't even need it. Okay, there's nothing else in there. We're done. That's it. We got 5 scrap, 1 J fuel, 1 propulsion fuel. Motion deteriorating on drone 3. Break probability 19.90%. We barely used it, but we found it used already, if I recall correctly. Alright, well, no help for it. We're moving on. So do I want a space station A or a fuel depot B? I think we need more fuel. Right? I want even more propulsion. We have 3 left, so if I move here and we find even 1 propulsion, that would be enough to get us into the space station. So let's go to Oxum. And let's look at our drones and our scrap totals. So... I really think we should probably repair motion for 11 scrap. Let's do that. And I think that'll be it. Let's go to our drone config this time, and we're gonna give Bruno the mine. It's not a very useful one, so I want the mine on this mission, but I don't. Well, no. Let's give it to Darth. Okay, and let's board. We're set. Initial vessel report. Dormant drone found in room R2. Updating schematic. Infestation types detected 2. Hull integrity medium. Age 227. Volatile. Name Oxum. Class Fuel Depot B. Directive Commercial Distribution. Crew 10. Hold radiating equipment. There is a communication. Begin communication. Record start. S. Ramirez. Stop dwelling on it, man. I get complaints like this every day. Filter in, filter out type of stuff. I had a complaint from something saying he'd a stomach ache after eating 3 slices of cake from a replicator. 3 slices, and the guy's blaming the assemblers. Do you know how many dead rats they find on vessels every day? You've got something to worry about. Just a bored scientist in space. Jill. Record evident of public hysteria relating to technological advancement. No discernible connection between the consumption of cake and assemblers. J. Martin. Haha, yeah, I get you, man. I know you're right. We made it that they can turn a brick of sludge into whatever they want for dinner. I even hear we're close to our first cured disease. Quality of life stuff, you know? And they don't get how much better every garbage. Ember, how bad freeze-dried ice cream was? Jill. Relevant to Grey Goo due to mention of replicator and assemblers. Submitted as supplemental. Unable to determine further course of action. We're nowhere near R2. So let's navigate 3 to R3. Generator. New to R3. We have an interface that we can't do anything with. That seems to be it. Okay, so let's motion here. R5 at least is clear. So new to R3, please. Let's have 2 take a peek around really quick. 1, I want these walls scanned. I want everything on my map. Okay, so let's navigate 1 to R6. Let's open D22, navigate 1 to R5. We have another interface, doesn't matter, we don't have a bot that has one. Okay, I don't sense anything in here. We don't know if R4 is clear or not. So let's navigate 3 to R5, and we'll motion there. Okay, the room below is empty. We found another generator, and we found the fuel. Let's, what is this, R5? New to R7. 1 propulsion fuel that lets us get to another location. That was it. Let's navigate 1 to R5. We'll close D16. We'll open D23. We'll open D22. We'll navigate 1 to R6. Okay, if there's anything in R4, it's not interested in going to R7. Not yet, at least. Oh, R2's clear. And nothing's entering it from D17. Let's navigate 1 to R2. Let's navigate 1 to R5. Some scrap, something in D17? Maybe. We're not going in there. Not yet, at least. New to R2. Rescue R2. So let's shut D24. We'll shut D20. Let's shut D. No, let's open D16. Shut D1. There's a turret in this room. And that's it. No other hostiles. No propulsion, so we're done. And no fuel in this station. Okay. So we can't get to another location. I think we... Nope. And we move to A5, power that room, so we have access to the other rooms in the lower section. Let's, a shield and gather. Okay. Haven't seen a shield yet. Haven't. Well, it doesn't matter. All right. So let's close. Let's cope A5. Start. Generator D16. Okay, so we see R5. We don't know if R8 is safe. Let's open D25 and let's navigate 1, 3, and 4 to R2. There's a vent. But that's it. I'm going to quickly motion. We don't know if there's anything in R5. That stinks. Okay. 17. We have a vent. We haven't seen any enemies yet. And we know there's 2 on here. I wouldn't mind exploring R5. Okay. So let's watch D10. Let's see what happens. Let's navigate 3 to R1. And Darth. There's nothing in this room. Do I even care about the other rooms? I don't think I do. Okay, let's navigate 1 and 4 back to R1. Shut D10. Shut D17. Shut D23. Shut D25. And let's cope to A9. We are going to go and do a little more exploring. Hope. Danny, while we're here, we're going to motion. We don't know. Okay. Okay, nothing in that little hallway. Unfortunately, there is literally nothing there. So there looks like there's one giant room to the north of us here, but I think our previous scan showed that we don't know if there's anything in it. So let's navigate 1, 3, and 4 back to R1. And let's cope back to A5. And I think we just leave, right? We haven't had to fire our gun. Yeah, let's just go. We got one. Oh, we got propulsion fuel, so we can check another location. I thought we didn't get any, but we did. We got 4 scrap. TOA ceased functioning on drone 3, so that was like a 12% chance of failure, so on. We'll take a look. We got another gather, and we got another shield, and we picked up John as another drone. Let's look at our modifications. What was TOW's chance of failing? 18%. We have been using it for a while, but now we don't have any TOW, so we'll go ahead. We need to create one. Let's go to our drone configuration. Put you there. So that's going to be modifications. Create a TOW for 10 scrap. So then we might as well scrap the new drone we picked up. Drone configuration. John has a gather and a shield. I guess Lotaeri should take the shield, right? Next attempt we do, Darth, I'll have you be the warbot, basically. Okay, so all that's off. We'll then scrap John. And are there any upgrades I want to scrap? Gather's got 3%. This gather has 13%. I think we scrapped this gather and we used the new gather. Always take lower if you can. Danny, we'll give you back the TOW. Okay. Now, by the way, I can't enter aliases from this screen. It has to be done when we're actually in the mission, and that's a shame. Because I'd add a new one right now for Lotaeri to open a door, activate the turret, activate the shield, and wait. And basically just watch. Oh, you know, could give the shield to our... Does the shield... I guess once we active... Does it work like the turret, do you think? In that, if we activate it but don't fire it, the odds of it breaking don't increase? Is that... Actually, Tim, we should try to verify that. Oh, no, it has been slowly going up. So, even when you activate it, if you don't fire it, it still increases the failure probability. Alright, so I'm going to guess the shield works the same way. Shield recharges but has lower health. Radiation-proof shield. That's useful to know. So we could send a drone into an irradiated area if it had a shield, if I spent the scrap to upgrade it. You know, Darth, oh, I already increased your speed. Okay. Alright, well, I think we're done then. Oh, sorry, I'm not done. Well, let's do one more mission because these have been quick so far. So let's try going to the salvage. I'm sorry, yes, let's go to the salvage because we haven't been there yet. Oh, or do you want... Alright, hold on. So Salvage B has only one infestation type. That's useful to know because that means I don't have to worry about there being, like, drones and crystalline creatures. We've only got to worry about one thing on that ship. Once we figure out what it is, that will tell us all we need to worry about. Or do I come here for a giant ship? I think I'd rather have glory. Let's travel here. All right, and let's board. And we're set, so off we go. Scanning. Dormant drone found in room R2. Updating schematic. Infestation types detected. 1. Hull integrity medium. Age 202. Volatile. Name Glory. Class salvage B. Directive shipbreaker. Crew 8. Hold random junk. No uncorrupted communications. It's a big room, but we didn't find the generator right away. Here you go, Bruno. Generator. Let's navigate 3 to R3 because I'm gonna want a sensor. And that's it, nothing else. So this is the better place to motion because we'll search R5 and R2. And of course we don't know if R2 is clear, but R5 is. So Danny, actually we should do it from here. So let's open D3, navigate 1 to R5. Alright, yes. Apparently you had to turn around to leave first. D7 is open. Let's send you down there, Darth. Find another generator, and that's all that's down there. Okay. So let's drop a mine here. And the lure here. Get you out of that room. And open D5. Although, Tim, if you do this, well, it's too late now. If something does go into R6 to investigate that lore, that also means that the generator will be destroyed, I think, if the mine gets damaged. We should get a notification that the mine was also set off, if it does get set off. We can also open D9 and see if whatever it is goes up there. But it looks like this is probably just a sentry bot at this rate. Okay. If there is something in R2, it's not taking the bait. So let's shut D9. Literally, it's not taking the bait. Alright. Let's run you into that room then, Danny. D5 is open. Okay, so we can. There's nothing in the immediate area, so we're gonna risk this. Let's rescue R2. We'll newt. No, we're not gonna newt. We don't yet know if that room is clear. Robbie, leave you here. There was a ship upgrade there. I don't know what condition it's in. A collector. Permanent upgrade. We can't take it. Darth, we're sending you in. Good luck, Darth. There's nothing in here. Oh, sorry, I hope there's lots of loot in here, but no other enemies. Propulsion fuel gathered. That won't help us. Alright, and that was it. Nothing else in here. We might want to commandeer this ship at this rate. So let's reopen D11. We don't know if D12 is clear. Okay. So let's shut D11, open D12, and just wait a bit and see if whatever it is enters R2, assuming there'll be something to actually want to enter R2. Actually, Darth will probably have you investigate that room. If nothing, it looks like it's going to move. So I would want another command. So I think I would want prot. And that would be turret on, shield on. We'll call this actually proto. Turret on, that on, and this will be turret off, shield off. Okay. The mine's not going off, so if there is something in D12, it hasn't investigated R2 or it doesn't care. So, Lotaeri, send you down. Good luck. Alright, there's something there. I didn't quite get a good look at it. It's a hostile. I don't think it's dead yet, right? It's still, there's still red. There's still red there. But maybe we did get it. Okay, we did. And there's lots of scrap here now, so let's have let's new to R7. Okay, so I wish I could tell what if I commandeer. Ship does not meet commandeer regulations. Help commander. Help. Oh, we have to explore the last room before I can actually attempt to commandeer it. We don't. I sold the pry, and it wouldn't matter anyway. I don't have it on any of any of the current ships. So if I want to, I think if I want to do this, we're going to have to open D6 with Lotaeri ready to go. Because I can't open D8 now because I have a mine at D8. So let's navigate. Hold on. So we're going to open. Let's shut D11. Actually, let's navigate 1 to R2. Let's shut D11. We'll navigate 2 to R1. Oh wait, no. I was going to dock on the other side of the ship in order to have Bruno closer to the generator, but there's no dock over there. There probably isn't a small room we're looking to get into. Oh, and Tim, you have to actually power the doors if you want to open them to get through them. So let's open D4, D3, D7. Navigate 2 to R6. I want to shut A1. before I accidentally destroy ourselves by typing in the wrong thing. And we'll generator here. Okay, so let's proto D6. Okay, that's it. Nothing. So we're done. There's nothing else here. So we can. Nope. Oh, hold on. Stop. Lotteries. Actually, we can still nope. We just have to cope A2 and then pull lottery out. So we can also navigate 4 to R2. I said nope. Navigate 2 to R1. Oh my god, Bruno! Navigate... Can we not... Oh. Wait, what's happening? Navigate 2 to R1. Maybe the commands don't work the way I think they work, the aliases, because it seems like the navigate doesn't... It's not working. If our first bot can't navigate to R1, then the command fails. That seems kind of dumb. That seems really dumb. Alright. Let's cope A2. Hope. Navigate 1 and 4 to R1. A2. So if I commandeer, what does it look like? It's worse. It's worse. We lose 2 upgrade slots. We lose space for scrap. We hold the same amount of charges. The only thing that would be useful is that we would not have our schematic view glitch out as soon as it is lucky to start on the Seraphina. But I'm not interested in this ship. No, we're done. We got 1 propulsion fuel and 8 pieces of scrap. Lure and generator are both beginning to break. Mine has stopped functioning. Okay, so that will do it for us, everyone. Let's look at my upgrades. How are they looking? Lure will probably break. Generator will probably break very soon. My other ones are holding okay. I say they're gonna break because it looks like with like a 50% chance most of my stuff is breaking. Though to be honest, if I bring like 9 things with me on a quest and they activate all 9 of them, I would expect one of them to break, even with like a 13% chance. I have to repair the turret again soon, Tim. I don't know. Practification. I don't think I'll be swimming in scrap anytime soon. At the rate at which things are breaking down, I have to be busy repairing them. I think I'm always gonna be running on empty. I mean, the choice I have then is to simply not repair anything, and try to get a ton of scrap. Hope that my upgrades don't break, and just pray. hope for RNG that allows me to keep going. Hey everyone, welcome to a different ending to Duskers than I had originally intended. Indeed, that's quite a statement, because that applies to this video and also to this playlist. I have discovered the reason why we are not encountering some infestation types on these derelicts. And in doing so, I have discovered a host of game-crippling bugs and glitches that could occur to us when we play this game. In this video, go to the 36th minute mark and hit play and watch what's going on as I'm typing commands. At 36 minutes, 24 seconds, I have just moved our boarding craft to Air Dock 5 in preparation to move Bruno into it, leaving the derelict and ending the mission. And I type A5 to open the airlock door, something I should not have done. I should have typed hope to open that door, or nope to open that door and move him out into the boarding craft, right? Hope is open R1, and nope also opens R1 according to my aliases. Well, I type A5, and in response to that, the game says mission started. There is a glitch in the game where if you never type in an airlock door number to open it up directly, like typing open A1 at the mission start, or you don't type just A1 to start the mission, what happens is that a timer never gets started. This timer probably is behind the spawning of that blob creature called a slime, and the creature that uses the vents called a swarm. So I also suspect that this timer, after going and looking at all the bugs and what people were reporting for Duskers, probably also explains why we're not seeing any radiation occur. No airlocks have problems. No doors are having issues for any of these volatile derelicts that we enter. We haven't seen a hull breach again in some time. In looking up these bugs, I found a host of glitches and problems. Save file corruption can occur. The game could lock. Our boarding craft could accidentally end up in a vacuum and suck everything in it out into space and get irradiated. These glitches have been addressed through a fan-made unofficial patch for the Steam version of the game, but not for the GOG version of it, which is the one that I have. I don't want to play a very buggy game. And although we've only seen the creature spawning problem, I know that these glitches could happen to me at any point. I could play the game for 100 hours and never encounter any one of them. Or I could run into this glitch the very next video I record. I don't like playing games with such obvious crippling problems with them. This was one of the reasons why I gave up playing Halcyon 6. And I lost my temper and my patience with Halcyon 6 when I tried their faster-than-light version of the game that still had bugs and glitches in it, and why I'm not buying anything else from that company, because they simply can't fix their bugs. The devs with Duskers haven't fixed these bugs in the 3 years since they've been around, and I don't think they're going to. I think it's safe to say they've moved on from Duskers. They're on other projects, or they simply don't have the time to do it. There is that unofficial patch, but I can't use it. I've tried on the other computer. So I'm stopping Duskers at this point. There'll be one more video following this one where I give a review on Duskers. And I'll be as honest as I can, but I know I'm going to be docking lots of points when I get to bugs and frustration, because there's going to be a lot of that here. I'm sorry, everyone, but that's it. We'll move on to a different game instead from one of the other categories. All right. Thanks for watching. See you in the review if you care to watch it.